Well, good evening, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Greyville. We're on the turf track Sunday, the 8th of November. I'm doing this in the evening because we've got another race meeting tomorrow at Turfentine, and that take precedence because this is a very poor card. Very ordinary racing, and certainly doesn't look like there are many opportunities here. So I'm going to run through this for you as the way I see it. Sunday, the 6th of November. First race is off at 12:40, and we're on the turf 25 pentometer 1.5 meter false rail. First race, well, the first timer, Princess Joe, is a horse that interests me, and I'm going to have a very close look at the way this goes down. There's been money for it, and it might be the right horse. But Sea of Tears and Shanta's Pride do look like the two that will fight it out. I like the Blinkers addition to Sea of Tears. We don't have a jockey yet for this one because remember the Johannesburg jockeys are staying in Johannesburg. Don't Catch Me might improve third run after arrest, and Rachel rides number 14. Always worth having a look at what she's on. Race 2. This is a handicap over 1,200 meters. And I like Hawker Typhoon. I think there's some value here. She's 3-1 in the betting, and she gets 4-kilogram claimer. If he gives her a good ride, she's got to be very, very difficult to beat. I don't see any value in the favourite Sunblushed. She's got a very high merit rating. I really liked this filly when she got beaten a short head on the big day in Durban at 33-1. That would have been the day for me, but he looks like he's got a problem in this type of race because there are a couple of horses that can run, but I do like Hawker Typhoon, and that's what I'm going for. Only giving 1 kilo to Sunblushed. Race 3 with the scratching. There's a maiden plate fillies and mares 1400 with the scratching of Lady of Gold. You've got to be with Alpha Betty. She does look like the right one. She didn't run. She ran a pretty good race first time out. She's 5 to 10, so there's no value in her at all. Have a close look at Chelsea Blue, the Howells runner with the Mellows now being booked to ride that. That's got to give it some sort of chance, but the rest of the field is so poor that you can't really go against Alpha Betty. There might even be a result here. Race 4. Merit rated handicap, and they go 1,400 meters. Monashada jumped out the page at me, come down from 106 merit rating to where she is presently, which is 87. And Richard Forree's been booked to ride her. She's got good form behind her name, and she might have a little bit of class, this filly. She's come tumbling down the merit rating. I think Meet at the George is a big danger. Got very good form. Let's Not Linger, course and distance 1 from 1 goes into the play. Race 5, 1,600 meters. Handicap. Captain Seeger should run well here. I think he'll go really, really well here. But I think this race is very open. Hinckley's third run after arrest. Cupid's Song. Probably better on the poly, so I'm going to leave that one alone. And I think Winter with Joe is the value horse here. Peter Muscat's runner, much better on the turf, looks absolutely ready. They put the blinkers on. I like the addition, and I think there's a lot to like about it. Blue Planet looks like a big price at 16-1 with Serena Moodley riding this one. Race 6, merit rated handicap. They go 1,800 meters. Last runner, Devil at Dust, should run very well here. I don't know who's riding that, so we'll have to keep an update, look out for the update there. Of the rest of them, Symmetry runs on, and we'll be looking for this type of ground. This might be the find of the race, Symmetry. I'd certainly have an each-way bet on her if you're looking for something to have a bet on. Family Favourite got good form, drawn a bit wide with Serena Moodley. And Bay Breeze got some fair form with Boogie Sheaves, runs on. But as I said, Symmetry might be the find at 14-1. Race 7. This is the Model Man Mile listed race. And how do you put a maiden in this type of race? Well, that's what number 2 is. It's a maiden. Muzi's not riding it, lucky for him. So let's go and look elsewhere. Captain Casey comes off some very good form. Rested. And certainly level weights with a maiden. You're doing yourself no favours running a maiden in a race like this. Boundless Bash got very good form, and have a close look at Richard Forree's ride. That's Boundless Bash. See it again. I was impressed with this maiden, but this is second run after rest. I don't like that. Canadian Summers, all class, and she should be able to put this field absolutely to bed if she's improved and comes on from her break. So she looks like the one they've all got to beat. Race 8, maiden plate, and they go 1,600 meters. I had a little each way on Numzon last time. I said this might improve, and I think it did improve, and I think it will improve again, and it might be the find of the race. But it looks like a two-cornered contest. Political Party got excellent form. DeMello's jumped on this and off Averny King, and now we have Godden riding Averny King because Muzi's not riding it. They look like the ones that will fight it out. So, for Greyville, from me, James Goodman, have a good day's racing there if you're racing there, but I believe we should be at Turfentine. That's where the money is. That's where the big pools will be, and certainly there's some big value there. So listen to the preview tomorrow morning.